Well, what's going on, Blues Nation? Man, another loss and another game where we had a lead and could not hang on to the lead. Uh, Although, thankfully, we still pick up a point. 4-3 overtime loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Uh, but man, we've struggled on the road. We have not won a game on the road in like 3 weeks. Of course, we had that long homestand. This is our first road game in 2 weeks. Uh, but still, yeah, was really hoping we could hang on to the lead, and then, uh, and then once Buffalo tied it, perhaps win it in overtime or shootout. So, but yeah, so got off to a solid start. 3:11 into the game, Brandon Saad would put us up 1-0 with his third goal of the season. The assist by Braden Shin and Colton Parayko. Shin's been off to a bit of a quiet start, but Parayko off to a very hot start. So that would put us up 1-0. Would stay that way until late in the first period. Buffalo would tie it up 1-1. Goal scored by forward Zach Benson. His third of the year. That would tie it up 1-1. Then late in the first period, they would go up 2-1. Goal scored by Ryan McLeod, former Edmonton Oiler, played in the Stanley Cup Final last year. So that would give Buffalo a 2-1 lead. We were then tied up 2-2 at the 5:25 mark of the second. Goal scored by Pavel Buchnevich, his fifth of the year. And he had an assist in our loss Tuesday to Boston. So that would tie it up 2-2. And then Brandon Saad would put us up 3-2 with his second of the game. At the 17:15 mark of the second, so that would put us up 3-2. The assist by Shen and Dylan Holloway. And for Dylan Holloway, also second straight game with a point as well. Of course, just a week after suffering a very scary moment with that puck to the neck. So, anyway, heading into the third, up by a goal, hoping to, perhaps get some insurance goals to give us the lead and the win for good. However, with less than 7 minutes remaining, the Sabres would tie it up 3-3. Goal scored by Alex Tuck, his fifth of the year, assist by Ryan McLeod and Bowen Byram. So that would tie it up 3-3. Jordan Binnington in this game, 29 saves on 33 shots, still looking and trying to set the Blues all-time leader to become the Blues all-time leader in wins. So it would go to overtime. Our first time playing in overtime in quite a while, and Oilers or the Sabres would be on the power play right at the end of the third period. Justin Falk would be called for interference, goaltender interference. So that would put the Sabres on the power play, unfortunately. And minute 33 into overtime, the Sabres would win it on a goal by defenseman Rasmus Dahlin. So, yeah, tough loss, but still pick up a point. But just been a rough past few games. So, but 2 goals for Saad, 2 assists for Shen, and 33 minutes of ice time for defenseman Ryan Suter, and 30 minutes of ice time for Colton Parayko. So, yeah, Ryan Suter, currently the oldest player in the NHL, debuted all the way back in 2005, almost 20 years ago. So, anyway, hope we can bounce back against the Boston Bruins. Saturday, team we just played and lost to. So, see what happens then. It'll be a first of a back-to-back against Boston Saturday and Carolina Sunday, both in the afternoon. So, I believe it's our first time or no, second time playing a set of back to backs. So, um, yeah. So till Saturday, kind of like they're saying, go Blues.